Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are discussing all the books I read for the month of October. I managed to read total of 9 books and I have to say this was one of my better months apart from March this year. I really liked most of the books I read. Really can't wait to discuss all of them with you. So the first book I read for October month was The Body in the Library by Agatha Christie. This is second in her Miss Marple series and the first book I have read in this series. Agatha Christie is one of my favorite mystery thriller author, and then There Were None is my all-time favorite mystery thriller out there. I don't think any mystery thriller has been able to top that book for me so far. So the bar is already very high. So obviously this wasn't my favorite by her, but this was a good book. This couple suddenly finds this body in their library. They don't even know who they are. And Miss Marple is the friend of the wife. So she takes her help. Police is also investigating the crime. It started really slow, but by the end I was really on the edge of my seat. Overall, it was fine. I had a great time with this. This was my library read. In very short time, I managed to finish whole book. So it was a very quick read for me. Second book I read in October was The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. This was another book I borrowed from my library, and this was for one of the horror reading vlog, which you'll find on my channel very soon. I can't believe this is the first classic horror I have read in my whole life. I really liked this one. This was not scary, but it was creepy, and the way Shirley Jackson describes this Hill House captured the atmospheric unease in the psyche of these characters was really well done. I liked how it started very light-hearted, gradually got into the madness of the atmosphere. So we are following these people who rented this hill house for a research, and we see how they spend time here trying to not get the atmosphere and the history of this house get to them, but they don't succeed, and slowly and steadily plays with their psyche. See especially the main character Eleanor, see how this hill house really affects her. You can see my overall reading experience in that reading blog. Overall, I like this one. I found it slow in some place or not very scary, so I gave this 3.5 stars. I really want to pick Shirley Jackson's other work. Next, I read this short novella by Gabriel Marquez Garcia, No One Writes to the Colonel. This was another book I picked during my library visit. This was my first book by him. I have heard a lot about him as a classic author. This was kind of a sample for me to see how much his writing works for me, and I'm glad to say I really found his writing style beautiful. The way he captures desolation and misery of this couple in very subtle ways as we slowly see their situation and get to know this couple and for how long this colonel is waiting for his pension from the government, but he waits for that letter every day, but it's nowhere in sight. And we also see how they are trying to survive in the time period. So it's quite bleak. With the beautiful writing style, he perfectly captures the bleak and desolate situation of this couple. For me, it ended at a very unsatisfying note. So that was the reason I gave this 3 stars. But I really liked his writing style, and I would definitely pick his more popular books in future. So the next book I read was Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson. This is a mystery thriller about this woman called Christine who every night when she goes back to sleep and wake up, she forgets about her memory from the day before. So she wakes up every day thinking she's in her 20s. Then she get to know that she is quite older and is married now. So every day her husband has to remind her about her past. When the book starts, she gets to know that she's seeing this doctor behind her husband's back and also writing a journal to retain all the memories, and then book goes back to her journal from few days back. So we are going through all her diary entries she's writing. She is retaining all these facts about her life slowly every day. This book was marketed as a fast-paced thriller with mixture of Shutter Island and Memento, but I would say those movies are way much better as compared to this. I did not find it that much similar apart from this memory loss thing, and it was not very fast. I think as she is going through all her diary entries, we are getting so much repetition, and I personally was not a big fan of Christine. You really sympathize with her condition, but you don't like her as a character. The very first thing I suspected was the final reveal, so it was not as effective as it was for other people. I like the writing style of S.J. Watson, but there were few elements which I really did not like. So overall, I gave this 3 stars. But most of the people really like this one. So if you really think this premise is interesting, you can check this one out. Next book I read was Horowitz Horror by Anthony Horowitz. This is a collection of 17 short stories. This is a YA horror. You will not find it too much scary, but I really liked most of the stories. Most of the stories were really fun, and if you were a fan of Are You Afraid of the Dark, you will definitely love most of the segments here, and I thoroughly enjoyed enjoyed it. If I have read this when I was younger, I would have loved this even more, but I really found most of the stories really fun and gave this overall as 4 stars. You will find my detailed thought in reading log. Next book I read was We Used to Live Here by Marcus Cleaver. This was another book I read for my horror reading vlog. It was one of the anticipated horror books for me. I saw many good reviews for this book and picked this one with very high expectations. So overall this was good. The way this character Evie gets tangled into this weird thing around this house and this family who comes to her doorstep one day and asks her to see this house where the man in the family used to live in his childhood. Once they arrive, weird things start happening, and you'll see when this started and how it ended. It really boggled my mind. Overall, I had a great time with this. I just found that there were a lot of things that were up to your own interpretation. Two unanswered things bugged me, so I gave this one 4 stars. But I really like the setting, I really like the writing, and the way this author plays with your phobia was very good. Next, I picked The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and this was another book I borrowed from my library. So this was another book which was highly rated by many readers out there. People really like it for the writing style, this magical circus, and the imaginative way she writes. Apart from the writing style, I really found it quite boring in few places. I don't think backdrop of this circus was really interesting. I really found the anticipation of this duel that was established in very first few pages did not live up to that mark by the end. So I found it quite disappointing. I also heard a lot about this love story about these two opponents, but their relationship was quite overshadowed by other things. There were a lot of things that were happening at the same time. Nothing happened, so there was no plot. We are just jumping one year to another frequently in every chapter. There were 5 parts overall, no chapters, but through years we are going through all these 5 parts. I managed to lose my interest so many times, but I powered through it because I really wanted to get to the end and see how it ended. And how it ended was quite disappointing, not because I hated the ending, but because how it was something which was really anticipated. You are really looking forward to this duel that is promised to us towards the very starting point of the book, but it did not happen, so it was quite disappointing. So overall, I like the writing style. Even if I'm not a very prose and flowery writing person, I did not mind the writing. I was able to read it, but I did not enjoy most of my reading experience here. I like the characters, but I found the things we are focusing on not very interesting. That was the reason I did not like it as much as other people liked it. Next two short books I read back to back in my another library visit. One was The Ghachar Ghochar by Vivek Shanbag. This is one of the highly appreciated book, but I found premise very interesting. But I think the book did not live up to my expectation. I like reading about this joint family and how they rose to success and the consequences of that status update and how they behave around it and the dynamics of their family structure. But apart from that, this was promised as a very suspenseful and playful, menacing book, but I did not find it menacing enough for me. I did not find it suspenseful or playful. I like reading about this family, but the message author tried to convey did not land as well for me as it was for others. I think he was looking for the subtlety in the message, but I think as a reader, it did not convey it to me that much. I would have loved more depth into the book. There were so many things that were unanswered, and I think it focused on things which were not very effective and left out few things which could have been effective if we delve deeper into those. So overall, this was a 3 stars for me. This was very short read for me, so I did not hate the experience. But overall, by the end, I was left wanting more. But many people love this one and love to analyze the hidden meaning behind the story. So you can pick this one if you like. For me personally, I did not find it that effective. But I would definitely love to read more by this author. I like the structure of the story, but the message did not land as well as for me as it was for others. Along with this one, I also read Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka, and this is another well-loved classic I have heard a lot about. This is about this man who wakes up one day and finds himself becoming this monstrous vermin. We see how his family react to this and how outsiders react to this. This is one book I really liked. There were so many deeper meaning of life and humanity in this for you to interpret. I really found the situation that person lands in quite devastating and quite bleak. I found this one really effective and the message was well landed for me. So this one was a 4 stars for me. I would have loved it more if it was little longer, but I think the way this author portrayed this family and how they reacted to situation was well done. The overall message was quite bleak, but there were so many deeper messages within this short story. It is a good book to analyze and think about. So I had a great time with that one. These were 9 books I read, and I had a great experience with most of the books. Even the books I gave 3 stars were well worth read, and even the lower rated books are quite low because of my personal taste. But if I have to suggest few books from this lot, I would highly suggest you We Used to Live Here by Marcus Cleaver and The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. For horror book, Used to Live Here is a good pick. And for a classic, you can definitely pick out The Metamorphosis. It's very short and give you existential crisis. Well worth read for you.
Forgot to mention Horowitz Horror. If you like YA horror and short stories, you can definitely pick that one also.
So that's it for the video. I would love to know how was your reading experience and what are the books you will recommend. Comment down below. I will definitely check them out. That's it for the video. See you next time. Bye.